Hello, everybody. Welcome to DL and DL, the pre-show.
The green room.
You're in the green room for what is going to be happening on Tuesday and Wednesday, but really, well, Wednesday because Tuesday's sold out.
Right.
How you doing, DL Hughley?
Wonderful. I'm on my way to the gig. I got a gig tonight. Then I'll fly out tomorrow, and I'm excited to meet up with you and your old man and get ready to reprise our roles at City Winery. I'm excited.
Tell everybody what's happening, DL, and why we're doing this and why they need to come see us on Wednesday.
Well, it really just started off with just me and you kind of hanging out and just talking. And then all of a sudden, we decided to do something at City Winery. It went so well, we decided to do it again. Then they added another show. So I just I think that these are some crazy times and people need voices that kind of navigate a weird space for everybody right now. And I think we have.
Uh-oh. What happened to DL? DL, I lost you.
Oh, no. Yeah. Well, it's your equipment, Don.
You think so? No, it's not my equipment. Is it? You got me?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me? Okay, we can't get DL. No, DL. I'm going to add DL to the stage again. Okay, let's see what's going on. DL, I think it's a service, but anyways. Are you there? Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine.
Yeah. So DL, yeah, that's okay. Look, we talked about, you and I just started talking about, remember after the election, we were so disheartened by, and that's my words. You may want to change that word, but by all the
now.
You can't hear me now. Are you there, brother? I don't know what happened. DL, are you there? You can't. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let me see. Hang on one second.
Hello?
Yeah, you should be able to hear me. You don't hear me now? We're having technical problems. DL, go out and come back in of the chat. I want you to go out and come back in of the chat. Go away and come back. Oh my gosh, what the hell?
Lost the connection.
Yeah, I'm going to remove him and then we'll get DL to go out and come back in. Kick from studio. Remove from the studio if you want to prevent this person from rejoining. No, I'm not going to ban them. It said no. Okay, DL, I'm going to text you. Anyway, so DL and I had this idea of log off and come back in. This is where this is what happens when you try to do stuff without your producers. Let's see if we're back. Let's see if we're back and how we do this. There we go. DL, can you hear me now?
I can.
Finally, right? You got me?
I do.
All right, so you don't have to log back off. I said, this is what happens when you try to do shit without a producer. So
yeah.
So DL, so we had this idea. We were disheartened after the election. I said that may not be the word that you wanted to use, but I was disheartened by all the misinformation that was out there, especially coming from people who should know better, some of our own people, and we wanted to get out and try to not only inform people but entertain them and get them to be able to receive the information in a way that may be more palatable than sitting around watching.
I think that. Yeah, it's cool because you come from your journalism background. I'm a comedian. I think it reminds me of when James Baldwin used to have those conversations. I think it's just it's a real easy format to follow. It's informative, like a so. Yeah. I just can't wait to get out there and we're gonna hang out and do it again.
Yeah, you are going through a bad cell area. Where are you? Are you out in Los Angeles right now? DL's having service issues. So I see I'm gonna have to carry all this by myself. DL is in a car.
I
Are
can
you
hear
in
you
LA?
now.
Are you in LA?
Hello? Hello?
DL, are you in LA? Can't hear me. He's having service issues. But anyways,
Hello?
so
Damn it.
DL and I were, as I said, uh, there he goes. He's going to come back in. We were not happy with the election, what was happening. This is technical difficulties. It's only because he's traveling. He's in a driving around Los Angeles because he has to get to a gig tonight. And then, but on Tuesday night at City Winery, I just want to tell you, we will be there. Our show on Tuesday night is sold out. And so they added a show on Wednesday night, which is this coming week, Wednesday night at 7:30. Doors open at 6:30. And so if you want to, the ticket link is at the top of the chat because we have that second show because of demand. But we would want to make sure that you guys, especially the folks who are part of the Elimination, folks who are part of DL's crew, that you guys get the tickets because a lot of folks will be probably trying to buy them and then you won't be able to get in. You'll be asking us, oh my gosh. And then we have some special guests that you will be surprised at who our special guest is and you will be upset that you missed it. Last time our special surprise guest in the audience was Joy Reid. And this time I wish I could tell you who it is because it's going to be amazing. And then on Wednesday night, we're working on another special guest to join us, DL and I. But anyway, DL is going to join us in a minute. He's driving around Los Angeles, doing something, getting ready for a show. What do you want us to talk about? What do you want to hear from us on Wednesday night? What would you like to hear from us on Wednesday night or on Tuesday night? If you have your tickets, if you bought tickets for Tuesday night, let me know what you want to hear. And if you bought tickets or buying tickets for Wednesday night, let us know what you want to hear. And we'll make sure that we get it for you. Let's see. All right, Deal says he's trying to log back in. We'll make sure that we answer it. And if you guys have any questions for me, put it in the chat. This is an impromptu show. Checking in from Atlanta. Hello from Spill the Tea, says Nana Pants. DC Takeover. Look, we will. There's been a really unprecedented demand because people are not spending a lot of money on tickets and things for folks. Even for concerts right now, and the fact that we're selling things and that this is selling out for us is pretty extraordinary. I was a little bit worried about it. It's like, DL, it's August. People are like hanging out in the summer and nobody's going to want to come see us. And he goes, have faith, young man, have faith. This is what I do. And so, I think he's right. I think he was right. I was surprised that we sold out. I was looking at the tickets and I'm going, I don't think we're going to sell out. It's August. It's August. And not only is it August, it's like the most beautiful time of the year. Everything is really great right now. And are folks going to want to sit inside? Are they going to want to come back from the beach to see us and check us out? And apparently they are. Camden, New Jersey is here. Hi, Florence from Camden, New Jersey. Alexandra's in Michigan. Take over DC before that other person. He's trying and I'm scared. Look, there's a lot going on. I don't know if you guys have watched the news this weekend, but I try to dial out on the weekends and the news just keeps on coming. And this is one of the reasons that DL and I are doing what we're doing is because we're trying to save you guys from having to deal with this for longer than necessary. And if you guys don't get out and, support the folks who are trying to bring in the information, then it's going to make it easier for them to continue on. And if you don't support, especially the people, the lawmakers like in Texas and such that are dealing with all this craziness, those are the folks who are going to save us from ourselves. Those are the folks who are going to save us from ourselves. The people who are in Texas who are working out. The White House announcement tomorrow is, let's see what someone says. The White House announcement tomorrow is a plan to remove homeless people out of the city and any crimes. Let's see what this says. Out of the city and any crimes, they will be removed somewhere. The problem I have is the city is no different with crime and homelessness than any other state, a city of 700,000 people. Leave them alone. Trump, dumb. Well, look, I think that I don't believe that you should leave them alone, but I also don't believe you should be rounding them up. I think that they deserve a humane treatment and that they should be put in a place, or they should be housed in a place that is humane, that takes care of their needs, both mentally and physically, because obviously they have some issues, whether it is, that they have lost their jobs or whatever. But a lot of the folks who are out now also came from facilities when they took away the funding from those facilities. So I don't believe that you should just leave people alone who are there. I think that you should help them. And so, and some of the folks who are on the street, let's be honest, some of the people who are on the streets have issues. And I've been with people that they've tried to attack. Now, usually a homeless person or person with a mental illness is much more likely to be attacked than attacked, but it does happen. And I have noticed that in cities that I've been in, some of the folks have become, really aggressive. And so, I think that there should be humane treatment for everyone. Someone said, "What happened to Jasmine?" I don't know. What happened to Jasmine? You guys let me know what happened to Jasmine. I tell you guys, I try to dial out usually around this time. I'm usually getting ready for bed. And then I'm wearing my PJs right now, if you can see it. I'm usually getting ready for bed. And then, I sort of dial back in as I'm getting ready for bed. I'm looking on the phone and I'm checking out what's happening. But I usually try to take at least a mental health day, whether it's Sunday or whatever, from all of the madness, because I figure I'm going to be able to dial back in, when it is time, be able to dial back in. Let's see what happened with DL, because we don't know what's going on with him. I'm going to try to call him and see what's up. Because you think he went through just a major dead zone? I know what he's probably doing. He's probably waiting till he gets to his house or to wherever the gig he's going. And then he's going to try to call us. So, yeah. So DL's call went to voicemail. So anyway, this has happened before, and then he usually dials back up from his house, and whenever he's ready to dial back in. Lisa G says, Sunday I try to rest. I do the same thing. Let me know if you got his earbuds might be, what did you say? His earbuds might be what? We all need peace of mind. Hello from Ohio, rocking, whatever. His earbuds might need charging. They might need charging, but he doesn't need earbuds. He could have done it on just a speakerphone. So we'll see. Good evening, Elimination. I'm waiting for DL Hughley. We'll see what happens if he's back up. We're live on all the platforms tonight, by the way. If you're watching us on TikTok, wow, look at the engagement on TikTok. It's crazy. Make sure you smash the screen. If you're watching us on Instagram, also hit the hearts as well. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up. And if you're watching us on Facebook, same thing. And then follow us on all the platforms. But let us know if you're coming on. I know Tuesday night, I don't know if you can come. There's a waiting list for Tuesday night because City Winery in New York City, it is sold out. But you can get tickets for Wednesday night, and the tickets are extremely reasonable, but we want our community to be able, because last time people said it was sold out and I didn't get to see you guys. The show was good. I heard we want to come. We did meet and greets after the show. A lot of folks got to take pictures. This time I'm going to bring some merch for you guys. And we're going to talk about the issues that you want to talk about. A lot of people last time were asking, what is the solution? What should we do in this moment? And I have some ideas. I won't share them with you now, but I'll share them with you come Tuesday and Wednesday, because I actually sat down and I really thought about this. People were very interested in not only that, obviously the politics, but they were very interested in my journey and what I've been doing over the past, couple of months. What I've been doing over the past couple of years. I guess you guys know, some of you, if you're here, and then DL Hughley tailors his humor. He does a stand-up act in our show, and he tailors his humor to current events. And then after he does his thing, we sit down and we talk to each other. We actually have a couple cocktails. We sit down and we chat. We do our thing, and then we invite our special surprise guest onto the stage. And then from there, we answer your questions. There were so many questions that we went longer. We were only going to go, I think, for an hour and a half, maybe. We ended up going like 2 hours or longer because there was, you guys, the audience was so engaged, and they were so happy with the presentation of the show and the venue. I don't know if you've ever been to City Winery in New York or City Winery wherever you are. It's a fantastic venue. And they open early. You can eat, you can have dinner there. You can, it's just like a night out with your family. And from, what you're going to pay for the tickets there, it's cheaper than probably going to a restaurant, and you get entertainment as well. And the thing is that for me and DL, what's in it for us is just that us talking to you guys. That's the only thing that's in it for us. It's not like we make $1 gazillion off of it or whatever. We just want enough that we can pay for the show itself is what we want. And we're not worried about making a profit, and we want to entertain you guys. If we were worried about that, we'd get a bigger venue. We charge more for the tickets. But yeah, so I want to know what's on your mind. Let's see. Your comments are up. Let's see. LOL, yes, Liberace. I don't know what that means. Atlanta has a city winery. Come to ours. We're working of coming to other places, but we want to make sure that we perfect the show before we take it around the country. So this will be our second one. We had only just planned on doing one show that first time just to see how it goes. And we said, we'll see if we like it, and we'll see if you like it. And as it turns out, everybody liked it. DL was like really surprised. He goes, man, you're really good. He said, you're really good. It's going to be Godfrey as a special guest. No, Love in the City. You think you know everything, but you don't. I mean, Godfrey might be there. He might very well be there, but he's, I'm just saying he might be there, but there's somebody else. So we liked it. DL's like, people aren't used to seeing you in this venue. They're not used to seeing you like that. I was surprised that I even got to know more about you. You're very good at this. And I said, yeah, I'm just me. I'm real. We get Godfrey and his Eric Adams impersonation. Yeah, Godfrey is good. But Godfrey, I think, will be there. Godfrey said he's probably going to be able to come 2-0 Wednesday night. I'm not sure. And another friend said he's going to try to show up too and be in the audience, and then I'll point him out to you. You guys will know him and you will love him. We'll also have someone who's very special that you have met here on the channel who's going to be doing the moderating for us, because this time it's going to be more of a moderation. It's going to be a talk and maybe a debate. So she'll be moderating a debate or discussion that we have. And you heard DL Hughley said it was kind of like James Baldwin and William F. Buckley back in the day. And so that's what we're going to do. Don has been and remains my #1 independent live show every day since early 2024. Thank you very much. Danky65. We started in March, I think like mid to late March of 2024, almost April. So we've only been doing this for a little over just a couple of years. I mean, a little over a year. I shouldn't say a couple of years. But make sure you hit the like, hit the thumbs up, okay? Because it's very important to us. And if you're on here, make sure that you become a member of the Lemon Nation. It's important that you become a member, because that's how we stay viable on the streets here, on these streaming streets. So make sure that you do that. Oh, that's the scroll. I'm learning all kinds of new things. I'm playing with the stuff here. And also it says, oh yeah, Lemon Show merch is live now. Subscribe on Substack at donlemon.com. Wow, crazy. Yeah, I'm learning about this. I'm doing all of this by myself. Click join to become a member. There you go. This is the one I'm looking for right there. So again, it is on Wednesday night, at City Winery. I wish, like, the Tuesday night show, I always get nervous. I'm like, what am I going to do on Tuesday night? Tell me what you guys want me to do. I want to do something that is out of the box, something that scares me, because I did it. I'm not used to doing a live show like that. This is like basically like doing a live play on the stage, because I sort of do a retrospective of my life and my career in the beginning. And then DL comes up and he talks about himself, and then he does his comedy routine. But this is a whole different thing for me. I'm used to doing being live, but not doing this type of show. I've done, obviously presidential debates. I've done, live television for years, hours every night. I used to do 2 hours of live television at least at 5 days a week. And so that part is not hard for me, but getting up there and doing like something that's like a stage play, where there's, and there's nothing, there's no teleprompter, there's no script, except, I read a couple things about who I am and how I started and all that stuff. But yeah, so it's a little bit daunting when you think about it. It's a little bit daunting. And so, but I try to get up there and I make it do what it do. Cleveland Browns, go Sanders franchise player. So guys, okay, so you guys remember when we did the whole, I don't know if you guys remember, we did this Shador Sanders special, and we talked about, how we thought that those people were dumb because they weren't signing him. And in many ways, how, like racist it is, because there are people who are, the white players are as outspoken or, cocky as Shador, and not as good of players. But someone said dude showed out. He showed out. Now, tell me what he did, because I did not watch, but I did see. I know iPhones don't have a join button. They're getting a join button, but all you have to do is go to the YouTube. If you're on the YouTube, then you could hit join. I know it should have a join button. We're working on that. They're in their beta phase for that. But anyways, so tell me what Shador Sanders, and from all of the folks, I heard sports guys saying that these guys were dumb, that Shador Sanders just showed out this weekend, and everyone who passed on him should feel like shit, should feel stupid. You let me know what you think. Don, do that voodoo that you do so well. I know I come from Louisiana, but it's not that much voodoo. Do you have Lemon Legends? You can have the Lemon Legends speak at City Winery. If the Legends come to City Winery, they can speak, but anybody in the audience can speak. If you come to the City Winery show, you will get a chance to speak. We go around with a microphone, and everybody, pretty much everyone who has a question, we try to get to them quickly. We try not to let people go on for way too long with their questions or comments or whatever. But a lot of folks got to ask questions. I can speak. Yes, you can, Mr. J. If you come, you too can speak. Okay, so look, shall we talk about what's happening in the news? I know there's some deal that's in the works that I don't know exactly what it means, but Donald Trump is doing this deal with NVIDIA, some sort of tariff or something, some sort of trade deal that he made with NVIDIA, that they pay something on stocks and all of that for China, whatever it is, or for China. Anyways, so I do know that that is happening. And I don't know what that means. So I'm not going to sit here and analyze it, that it is good or bad. But when I saw folks describing it as one of the biggest quid pro quos in history or something to that nature, that perked my ears up. Thank you, Nana Pants, for your support of independent media. Because of Nana Pants' very generous, for her generosity, 10 people get to become members of Elimination. Today is Epstein's 6th anniversary, 6th year of passing away. Wow, I did not know that. Is that true? See, I told you on Friday night, I don't know. Did the Browns win? I think they did. Didn't the Browns win? City Winery sounds like a blast. I wish I could go. You can. I say get on an airplane and come, or you still have time to drive. No matter where you are, you could be in LA. You can get here by Tuesday. You can definitely get here by Wednesday. Yeah, I did. Karen White, you're right. I had Godfrey on the show on Friday night, and it was amazing. Godfrey went off. Here's the deal. 14 of 23 completions, 138 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and zero interceptions. Now, what do you think that means? I'm telling you guys, I know from experience that the best success is what? Is revenge. The best way that you can get back at someone is just to, best revenge is success, I should say. And you know who said that? You know who coined that? The best revenge is success. You know who coined that? You guys let me know in the chat if you know who coined that. It's kind of a coincidence that this person did that, but this is from back in the day. And she's right. And by the way, she was not necessarily towards the end a huge fan of the person to whom she was once married to. You guys don't know who said the best revenge is success. Let's see who. Let's see if someone in the chat can get it. The poodle on TikTok got it. The poodle on TikTok got it. It was not Trump. But nope, it was not Oprah. Gypsy Girl 80, you have it. You had a question. You put a question mark in it, but you should know. Guess who said it? It was Ivana Trump who coined that. Ivana Trump says the best revenge is success. And towards the end, she was not such a huge fan of the father of her children. And I know because she talked to me about it. And she's actually a pretty nice lady who was very kind to me. And I said, if your ex-husband or your kids saw you being so nice to me, they wouldn't. She just laughed. She would just laugh. She would like touch me, go, oh my God, like this, you're so handsome or whatever. And I'd say, thank you. Thank you, Ms. Ivana. She's an older lady. So, you know, I'm from the South. I said, Ms. Thanks, Miss Ivana. She said, call me Ivana. Thank you, Ivana. She's really good friends. I know her. Does anybody know who Nikki Haskell is? Nikki Haskell's an old school New Yorker, used to do entertainment. She's been around forever. She and Nikki Haskell were thick as thieves, are best friends. She's also very good friends with Clive Davis. And so I know Ivana Trump from, you know, Clive and some other music people that Ricky Minor and all those people. So they sort of ran in that crowd. And I was really sad when she passed, because she really was a lovely lady, despite her husband. She was. I don't know about, you know, her entire life. I only knew her towards the end, just for a couple of years, and she was, as I said, very kind lady. Anyway, I don't know what happened to DL. I'm gonna have to kick his butt. We're gonna have to see DL, and when you see DL, ask him what happened. Ask him why he doesn't have better reception. Ask him why he didn't. He left a brother hanging. Because I'm gonna leave him hanging on Wednesday night. I wonder if something happened. You think his phone died? I hope nothing happened to the brother. But anyways, let me know if you guys are coming. Get him, Don. We were ready for this. I know, right? DL is out looking for Dean Cain. DL is like OJ out looking for the real killer. Y'all, can we talk about Dean Cain? Dean Cain has become a sad specimen of a human being. Dean Cain, why would Dean Cain ever want to join ICE? Have you seen Dean Cain lately? I mean, that is tough physical work. And Dean Cain used to be like, you know, like hot and in great physical shape. In order to be Superman, you had to. So I don't know. Girl, don't start with Dean Cain. I know I had forgotten about Dean Cain until he did that. But I don't know. Dean Cain has become a right-wing troll for some reason. And yeah, I agree with you. He has become a clown, and I don't know why people sort of beclown themselves that way. But for what? Oh, I have to tell you about. I had lunch today. I had a very interesting lunch today with someone who was a moneyed person who was a huge Trump fan, a huge Trump supporter. Not anymore. Not anymore. I did not know him when he was a huge Trump supporter. And then we started talking at lunch today. And he started talking to me about all the deals that people are being made because he knows all about it. And he says, Don, you would be astounded by the amount of money that Donald Trump is making off the presidency, he and his kids and anyone who's connected to him. Anytime someone, a company just hands him money, so if he can just tweet about it or something, and then their stock goes up and blah, blah, blah. He says, it's astounding. And he said, um, the lack of integrity and morals is just ridiculous. A 50K signing bonus. And so, and then people, like allegedly, right? The streets are saying that people become agents for other people. Like, let's just say, set a scenario. Diddy wants a pardon. Okay. So Diddy would send his reps somewhere to talk to Donald Trump or whatever. Hey, you want to deal on something? You want to do that? Blah, 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 blah. How about this? And yeah, allegedly, according to the streets. I don't know that. I'm not in that game. I don't know. So I'm saying allegedly. And according to, I believe it's Michael Wolff or someone else, people are sort of brokers for other people. And so it's serious money, says Anna Comas. Yes, that's what I hear. Serious, serious, serious money. And I don't know how this is happening and how people are letting this happen, and they're getting away with it. And it's really just people who they just don't care. They just want to make money. They just want to make money, and they want power. And when I talked to this person said, you can, if you're a company, you can, for the next 2 years or so, you can either make money for your stockholders, make money for the people in your company, make as much money as you can as possible, or fight with this administration to get anything done. And I said, well, I'd have to fight for the next 2 years. And he goes, yeah, that's because you're a journalist, but most people just want to make the money. And their job is to make the stockholders and their shareholders money. And that's what they're doing. Everything else be damned. So all of these deals that you're seeing, according to him, all these deals that you're seeing and all of that, people are just saying, let's just cash in. Let's just get it. Well, the getting is good is what's happening right now. And be damned. Be damned. Now, what would you do? Okay, so I have a favorite restaurant that I go to. Now, what would you do in that restaurant if you saw, hold on one second. Someone says, I'm gonna ask you a question. Don, how do you buy memberships for other people? You have to just go in the memberships and do gift memberships, and you just say how many you want to gift. Like where you said member for 5 months where you became a member, all you do is go in there and it'll say, it'll show you how to do it. And if you guys are in the chat and you have done it before, because I think, was it Nana Pants or someone just gifted, I think it was 10 memberships. And so if you guys in the chat can explain, please, to Cheryl Turner how to gift a membership, I would greatly be grateful to you. Okay. So what would you do if your favorite restaurant and then you see like a member of the Trump administration or family in the restaurant? What would you do? What would you do? Would you go back to the restaurant? Would you say something to them? What? And look, I know it's probably You press the star? What? I know, look, it's a free country. People can serve. Everybody deserves to be served in a restaurant. But what would you do? Start start cussing them out, not go back? It's kind of weird because I feel that way. Isn't that odd? And I know that's not, I can't decide that for people. Like, they can serve whoever they want. But I know restaurant people who say, no, I don't, this is a private establishment. If I don't want you in there, they're not going to do it. If you saw Trump, what would you say, Don? Oh my God, so much. If I just saw him in a public arena and you could like scream questions, oh, I'd scream. I would say, why don't you ever let anybody in the press who's really going to challenge you, in the White House press? Why don't you let anybody in there who's really going to challenge you? Why are you grifting off of the American people? Why are you making people pay your legal bills? Why? And then I would say, and then I would ask him, which would really get him. He would lose his mind. I would say, why are you so jealous of Barack Obama? What do you think would happen if I said that to him? What do we, what would you do? How do you choose who gets a membership? You can't. I think you just have to gift, and then they have to accept. You can't choose, Kelly, who you give memberships to. I don't believe that you can do that. Yeah. So thank you, Cheryl Turner, gifted 10 members. Cheryl, you're the best. Also, guys, make sure you hit the subscribe button. The subscribe button is right at the bottom of the screen. And why can't I see the comments up on the screen? Usually I can see the comments. We can't see them today. I don't know what's going on. But I lost my co-host. I guess my co-host thought that it went down and we're still doing it. But anyways, come see us. So what would you do? Start cussing them out, someone said. I'll take a membership. Someone said, I'll take a membership. I'll take a membership. Ted Cruz was questioning about Israel starving Gaza. Good. He should be. And it's because it's true. I think people gave Israel a lot of leeway, and they gave them the benefit of the doubt because of what happened on October 7th. But then, enough is enough. And I think most people, and even most of the Jewish people I know, believe that it's overkill. There are some people who support and some, but most people, it's overkill. Beth Collier, because of Beth's generosity, 20 people get to become members of the Lemon Nation. So thank you, Beth, and thank you, Cheryl Turner. I appreciate it. And Stephen Jules Rubin, thank you for gifting a membership as well. And thank you for being members of the Lemon Nation. Welcome to all of our new members, by the way. If you're a new member, raise your hand. It should pop up. If you accept the memberships, it should pop up. Britt Jingle says, I'll take a membership. Well, go in there and accept them. You can figure it out. Have your dinner bill sent over to their table. Now, that's a good one. I think that I would say something in this day and time. There have been times in my life where I would not have said anything. But this time, I would say something. Janae Thomas, thank you. Because of Janae's generosity, 10 people get to become members of the Lemon Nation. Wow. You guys are amazing. By the way, I don't know how to put it up, but if you go to donlemon.com, go check out donlemon.com, because that is where you're going to find our merch. Everyone asks me about the merch. And so you can check out the merch. The merch is at donlemon.com and click on merch, or you can go to the main YouTube page and click on store, and you can get it there. Okay. A lot of folks ask, where'd you get the hat? On the merch thing. And then here. And then I had all this new stuff that's supposed to come. And then, of course, I heard this song this weekend, Where Them Fans At? And then we have our fan, which, thank you, Reese Colbert. That was Reese Colbert's idea to have the fans. I never would have thought in a million years. Hey, there's my baby. Hi, Boomer. You guys see my doggy sitting right there? Say hi, Boomer. You can't see him because he's dark. Boomer, come here. Say hi. He doesn't want to come. I don't have treats. Anyway, that's Boomer. That's our mascot right there. Chilling on the couch, chilling like a villain. So I want you guys to come check us out. I'm gonna go in a little bit because obviously DL's having issues. I'm sure he's probably watching us laughing. But make sure you check us out. Come Wednesday, grab some tickets. And if you guys are generous, maybe you can gift a ticket to somebody. Maybe some folks are in the New York City area and they want a ticket gifted to them. So Tuesday night, the 12th, is sold out. The 13th is on its way to selling out. So come see us, and I'll try to get a show with DL. Maybe tomorrow I'll get him on the program, see what happens. Okay. Let's see. What do you guys do? Say hello to Tim. I would like a membership. I would like you to have a membership too. I'm excited. I'll be there on Tuesday. Oh, great. Nacia, will you let me know who you are? You're gonna be there on Tuesday? Yeah. Say hello to Tim. Hi, Boomer. Hi, DL. Boomer's in the background. I love the blue background every day. Thank you very much. This is our darker background. What do you think about Little Richard right there? Little Richard's one of my heroes, by the way. Yeah. Will you get more yellow old people mugs? Yes, they're out. They're sold out, right? Old people be knowing. Those are sold out, unfortunately. You can come up, Tim. Those are sold out. Anything else? Boomer acts more like a cat. He does. And he's back there like cleaning himself like a cat. Say hi, but I'm gonna let you see what he's doing. And then I'll try to lighten it up so you can see him because he's so dark. Can you guys see him? It's really dark back there. If I lighten this up a bunch, you can see Boomer. There you go. You see him? Boomer. Say hi. Say hi, Boomer. Hi, cutie. He is like a cat. Boomer is the goat. He's probably the coolest dog I've ever had. He's not aggressive. He's very gentle. He is like literally the best dog that I've ever had. Just sweet and amazing. What about Gus? There's Gus. Gus is blind and he's old. And then there's Barkley, who is Barkley is like, what do you call it? Dennis the Menace. That's my dog. He's always getting into trouble. Okay, so guys, thank you. Let me see. Let me make sure that everyone is YouTube controls who gets the gifted memberships, y'all. Thank you, Giggles. Giggles is right. Agent 99, because of Agent 99's generosity, 5 people get to become members of the Elimination. Jay Walker, welcome to the Elimination. I talked about Janae. Thank you for gifting. Thank you very much, Beth Collier. And thank you, Cheryl Turner. Okay. And so welcome to all of our new members. Okay, come check us out on Wednesday. That's it. I was going to have a fun night with DL, but he crapped out. Tell DL he's a loser. Guys, thank you. And I'm going to see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. All right. So are you guys going to be there for Hot Topics at 10? What do you want me to talk about tomorrow? Oh my gosh, Gus and Barkley. Yeah, Boomer is chilling. He jumped off the couch because he went into the other room. All right. Yeah. I enjoyed this, even though DL crapped out. So here's what I say. You know what I say every single time, right? You guys know. So I see you at 10 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow morning on Hot Topics. You can be informed without being inundated. And until then, okay, come to see us on Wednesday night at City Winery in New York City. The ticket link is at the top of the chat. But until I see you then, turn the TV off. Thanks everyone for watching. Your support means the world to us. So make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to our channel to make sure that you never ever miss a video. We're live every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We drop even more content at 2 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Eastern. And if you want more Don Lemon Show content, we'd love for you to become a member of the Lemon community, where you will receive access to special community posts. You'll get exclusive content and members-only live shows. So head over to our channel page or click the join button on this video. Again, thank you for watching. We appreciate your love and your support, and we will see you next time.